Clark last played for Indiana against New York, and now she takes it in off glass and has a chance for a three-point play. Her second career start, second in a row, and Clark stays red hot.
A beautiful offensive possession by the New York Liberty, and it's one of the reasons they've had so much success this year is the way they move the ball and share it.
Clark trying to answer, and indeed she does. Caitlin wisely killing some more clock, and maybe the dagger. Kelsey Mitchell lighting it up here in the fourth quarter. And Clark through three defenders there momentarily. Now Mitchell trying to blow by. Everybody does and gets the foul. Shot clock winding down for Colson. A big three for Sydney.
Caitlin Clark, a name that's already etched in the history books, and she's just getting started. Let's talk about her shooting first. Caitlin Clark doesn't just shoot the ball, she launches it from the parking lot with Steph Curry-level confidence.
She's up there with rebounds, up there with steals. And she'll take the first three-pointer and knock it down and treat the fans to that with a knee injury.
And that's the way to push the ball in transition.
Oh, they're not gonna waste much time. Caitlin Clark has her second three-pointer. Let's have the final say. First lead for the Liberty that didn't last long as Smith puts the Fever back on top.
I spoke with Coach Brondello at shoot-around today. She said, of all the things that Sabrina Ionescu is doing, what she's most impressed with is her ability to get to the cup. It's what she's worked on all offseason.
And you could see it as Nalissa Smith.
What's even more impressive is her consistency. Whether she's pulling up off the dribble, coming off a screen, or spotting up in transition, she hits shots from 30 feet like they're layups.
It's been the second and third quarter that's been the issue for the Liberty, so let's see if they can have a better one here today as Clark finally hits her first shot of the night.
Having that situation, that experience for the first time in their careers, I do think the moment was big and a great learning experience for Sabrina Ionescu.
Jonquel Jones, bit of a soft pass there. Clark gets in the passing lane, lays it up, does not put it in, but right there, Erica Wheeler
out of bounds,
get up.
Alley-oops to Courtney Vandersloot. Everybody who's on the court for the Liberty, of everyone else, go for it. And I'm you know what? And that's not to slight Sloot. You go, girl.
That quick release, that perfect form, it's automatic. Defenders can be 2 inches from her face, and it still doesn't matter. You can't guard that kind of range, you just pray. And when she's not dishing it out, she's orchestrating with elite basketball IQ.
He's bringing his suit game too, the A game, as Katie Lou Samuelson misses wide right there, but Smith with the rebound and putback. And we were looking for the bench with Niara Sabally out tonight, Roz, to step up, and Kennedy Burke and Phoebish and Ivana Dojkic, who entered the game late.
The Christie side's going to trust her second-year pro. 5 fouls, just under 8 minutes to play. Clark finds some space and hits a three. D and Gainbridge down there might be worn out by the end of the year. She's had a couple shots from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse logo. Here's Clark on the drive and the finish.
Caitlin knows when to slow it down, reset the offense, or take over entirely. Late in the game, she becomes a closer. Whether it's a cold-blooded step-back three or a drive-through contact, she thrives under pressure.
Around women's basketball, they understand their impact and what it has done and how they are living out their dreams today.
And right on cue, Clark connects on another bomb.
And she's a big fan of the Crustable pregame, Pat. You gotta love the Crustable peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, look at Nalissa Smith running the floor. And it's been the Nalissa Smith show here in the first quarter.
Indiana trying to look inside. Going through this zone, cross-court pass, Clark to Mitchell. Big three for Indiana, and it's Clark's 13 assists.
Remember Lindsay Whalen saying that Janelle McCarville would always have like a wireless speaker on her backpack. And Lindsay be like, you just a walking weekend.
Let's not overlook her handles either. Clark combines shiftiness with creativity, keeping defenders guessing at every step. Crossover, hesitation, spin move, she uses them all, often in a single possession.
Not shooting the three that easily or that comfortably.
I don't know if that's comfortable, but it's nice.
Been able to find their urgency defensively, and also Indiana's just really good at this. That's a contested shot, Clark.
More than capable from the perimeter if you leave her open, and Harris off the screen. Her shot too strong, and now it's Clark. Launch ahead. Mitchell behind the defense.
She's having the best three-point shooting season of her career, but she can also bang in the paint.
Another assist for Clark, a back cutting.
Has made the most triples for LA. That's her 41st.
Clark stepping back on the baseline, knocking it down from the mid-range.
That's a beautiful mid-range step back.
It's not flashy for the sake of being flashy. It's all designed to create space, and she makes the most of it every time. And then there's the fire, the edge. Caitlin Clark plays with a chip on her shoulder, and that energy is infectious. You can feel the crowd react when she hits a big shot or flexes after an and one.
Minnesota shooting just 29% here in the first quarter. Clark looking aggressive. Clark launches and hits a three. Perimeter, but never daunted.
Just reading the defense. That's really just all it is. Reading the
You want to get 2 or 3 closeouts each possession, and if you do that, you're probably going to have a team in rotation, and you're probably going to have some mismatches.
Clark step back three. She connects. Indiana's gone from up 7 to down 7. The Fever had all of the energy early on. Championship medal of Las Vegas on full display, and Clark dropping a three.
Such a thing.
Boston, good battle in there with Wilson. Gamecock on Gamecock. Clark with a shot clock down to 5. Off the Boston screen, behind the back to Boston. She's wide open and connects.
She's emotional, intense, and unapologetically competitive. And that's what makes her a fan favorite. She's not just playing to win, she's playing to dominate. And let's not forget the records. NCAA all-time leading scorer, multiple triple-doubles. She's already being compared to legends, and rightly so.
I don't know if Dolson was ready for that. It looked like she was positioning herself for a rebound. But she was right there in front. Clark, deep three. They're hoping that can discourage Alyssa Thomas from making some of her great passes.
No one picks up Clark, who cans the three. Who's taking a moment to get up.
See Caitlin Clark coming down the left side, just so much space.
The turnover ratio in her career last season. Clark gets away with a little push. Soloway buries it. And a little reaction to the crowd.
Clark off the switch, found Smith, who laid it in. That is now 13 assists.
Of that run to the finals before the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games. Clark connects on a three.
Caitlin Clark here gets the switch on the screen, smaller Vandersloot.
But what separates Caitlin Clark is her impact. She's not just putting up numbers, she's changing women's basketball. Kids wear her jersey, fans pack arenas. Her influence goes beyond the court. Every highlight you're watching now isn't just about athleticism, it's about a mindset. Clark plays like she has something to prove every night, and that drive is what makes her truly elite. If you enjoyed those insane highlights and jaw-dropping plays, make sure to give this video a like and drop a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing basketball content, highlights, and player breakdowns just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.